Now that we've designed and prototyped all of the necessary screens for this e-commerce site, I want to take a few lessons to talk more about Figma's collaborative features and how to really master those workflows. Starting with inviting team members. Now, this is really simple here in Figma, and you can do this a couple of different ways. First, let's go up and look at this blue button here that says Share. So I'm just going to click on that and let's look at all of the different options that we have. We could throw someone's email in here, and once we do go to invite them, we can kind of control what they can see and do within this file. Most often for clients who just need to look at the designs, I'll send this as can view. If you're sending this off to another designer who's going to need to actually work in the file, you're going to want to do can edit. And you can also do only view prototypes, which is nice if you don't want someone to see your messy Figma file, but only the finished screens, flows, and prototypes. You can also change this permission here. So by default, it's going to say only people invited to this file can access it. But you could also change this to anyone with the link. So you can grab this link here and send it off to anyone that you would like to be able to hop into the file. You can also add a password so that you can send it off with the link, but then also have it password protected. Here, you can also see that you can actually embed this file into a website, which is kind of handy. And here we have link to selection. So if I X out of that and just click on this single frame and go back up to share, you can see I can select or deselect link to selection. So this will, if I copy the link, send us directly to this frame, which can be handy when you have a big messy file and you want to direct someone to a very specific place. Just another thing that is a little bit extra, you can also publish a file to the Figma community. So I've created a couple template files, for example, that I want to publish and share with the community. So I'll do that here. You can even set up a little community profile within Figma, which is kind of fun. So I showed you guys how you can directly link to a specific frame. I want to show you kind of a shortcut for doing that. So let's say we want to link someone directly to home. I'm just going to control click here on home. And if you go down here, copy paste as, you can actually copy the link. So that's kind of a shortcut here. Another really great thing is you can copy as a PNG. So for example, if you're putting together a little presentation, maybe in Google Slides, and instead of having to export each and every frame, you can just copy as a PNG and paste it right into whatever you need to do. A lot of times I'll also use that workflow inside of Slack or something like that if I just want to send someone a quick design. And last thing I want to show you here, maybe you want to send someone not to a specific frame, but to a specific page. What if we want to send someone specifically to our style guide? So again, I'm just going to control click here and we can do copy link to page, and that will send someone directly to this page of the file. Now, what if we are playing a prototype? So I'm going to go into our prototype here. If you remember, we created this fun little intro animation, and then we have our prototype that is clickable. So maybe you just want to share this prototype. You can go up to share prototype, and that's where this little option here will automatically default to can view prototypes, which we discussed before. So that's another way to get to there. And as you may know, you can have multiple flows of a prototype within a Figma document. And so this is where you can kind of go between those, and you can copy link to specific flows here as well, just by doing that same option click. In the next lesson, we'll take this one step further and talk about commenting and resolving feedback inside your Figma file.